and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do some bracelet updates for you guys because I have been really kind of putting together some different options and some different ideas. So I had my daughter's theme bracelet with the two castle charms on here, which was the pink castle here and the blue castle. I took them off because I really like them on my Disney Memories bracelet, and every time I try to take this bracelet apart, I always put it back together. So I just am gonna leave it alone. So I put the castle charm back where they were, and that's how that bracelet's gonna stay. So my daughter's theme bracelet has a little bit different structure to it. With I moved these pink and the blue charm down, Muranos down to the center part because this bracelet's huge, and I needed to kind of make it bigger, and the Muranos help kind of fill in the space where it goes in your wrist. So that's an update there. And then I also added one of the clips that came off of my bracelet from the two-tone bracelet there. So that one's changed a little bit. The next one is my personality bracelet. I added the pink headphones charm on here, and I'm gonna insert a picture right here. That is the picture of my headphones that I use at work, which, as you can see, look identical to the headphones. Well, except for they don't have crystals on the side at the headphones I use at work, but they are on there. And I moved the bicycle over here because I just felt like that balanced better than having the bicycle in the center, because these two are such large charms, and they're pretty big dangles. So I put my bow in the center, and I kind of took off my I don't even know where I've got that. I think I just took it off altogether. The martini cup dangle. And I'm pretty happy with the way this looks right now. I think it looks pretty decent the way that it is right now. So that's an update there on that bracelet. The next bracelet that I'm going to talk about is my two-tone bracelet, which has had some significant updates. So let's zoom you in a little bit here so you can see. So basically, I went to Vegas, and I got 4 of these little, can't see that, 4 of these little Trinity spacers. And it completely changed the design. Not completely, but significantly changed the design of this bracelet. So what I decided was that I was going to put these 4 Trinity spacers in the center instead of where I had these clips before, kind of flanking my centerpiece, which is the romantic union charm. I then put these little spacer charms in between them, and then I was having some struggles with fit. So some of the charms weren't quite fitting all together right on the bracelet. And I really wanted to add a safety chain, because adding $300 in gold charms really definitely makes you want to add a safety chain to your bracelet. And when I was in one of the Vegas stores buying the second set of two-tone charms, the Vegas store was like, you need a safety chain, and they were like freaking out at me. So I was like, hey guys, I got safety chains at home, I'll figure something out. So I had originally started with the clips safety chain that I had, that's the Pandora clip one that's all silver, and I didn't really care for that very much on there because it was so bulky. I felt like it kind of like caused a little bit of bulkiness on the bracelet. So I went and I scoped out my Inspiration Within spacer, or I mean not spacer, bracelet, or I forget the name of this one, but it's the all pave spacer, because I felt like it looked like kind of like an infinity ring, and one of my wedding rings I like to wear has these kind of pave set stones, so I thought that'll be perfect on this bracelet. But I wanted to make extra secure, so I moved the clip that I have here with the peridot. I moved it over to be behind the safety chain, so no matter what, that safety chain is not, if we were to open it here, I should really be using one of those clips so I don't break this nail, but you know, I'm too lazy. Okay, so like that's not gonna come off, because sometimes particularly this inspiration within safety chain will come off of the threading, and so I felt like I could put that over here and then put the clip on the end. And I'd seen how to do this a few different times, and I thought that'll make this extra secure, because when I calculated what this bracelet was worth, it was significantly scary to me to not have some sort of like safety chain process on it. And you'll also notice that I moved the love clip here as working as a clip in the center. I really liked the idea of the center being mostly hearts outside of the romantic union charm and then the spacers. So I thought, okay, I want to move the clip here. Also, there was a little bit of tight space with the add of the safety chain on the end, which wasn't there before. I didn't have a safety chain here before, and so it made this area really super tight. And I don't mind it being a full bracelet. Like some people don't really enjoy full bracelets. They like when they have a lot more movement. I prefer my bracelets not to have too much movement, a little bit, so that the charms can kind of move around, but I don't want them to be like so loose. Like I don't want to have like 2 or 3 charms on one side of a bracelet, you know, in each little section. So I actually decided to add the flower clip here instead of in the on this spot, because this area was a little loose and then this area was a little tight. So when I flip-flopped these 2 clips, it was like boom, everything fell into place, and the whole bracelet fit with the addition of the safety chain. I don't think if I'd have gone with a bigger safety chain, when I was using the clip safety chain, I had to take off 2 of my clips. I had to take off both of these clips and move this clip here, which I temporarily did to have a safety chain. But then I really didn't like not having these clips on here because they were part of the original design that I wanted. So I kind of fiddled with it and found that I could add the clips here, and by flip-flopping these 2 clips, I was able to get the safety chain on and still have a little bit of movement so my charms weren't rubbing too badly together. And that is the update of how I kind of reorganized this side of the bracelet. This side's a little bit tighter than I might want, simply because of how I've got that safety chain on there, but I feel like it's worth it. I can still move the charms around, so I feel like it's worth it to make sure that none of this never falls off my wrist, because it's become my absolute 100% favorite bracelet. It's even like if I were to have a this or that again, I don't know if any of you remember my this or that days, but if you don't, go watch those videos, they're interesting. And this one won it all, but hands down, I know, no questions asked, this one would win over even this one. This would still be a very close second. My Disney Memories bracelet would be, but my personality is creeping up. I mean, I'm really wearing this personality bracelet a lot. I love how it's styled right now. It's just absolutely my colors. I love the cute little design, the pops of pink I have on there with the popcorn and the shopping, and the little one, Aries one from Sophia, and just the girliness, and I love the dangles, and it's just really working out well for me. So I'm really enjoying this particular bracelet. So, but by far, this is the one I wear every day on my right wrist. It is the one I wear all the time. And can we just take a moment here to appreciate my nails right now? Wow, my nails are looking wonderful. They are so pretty. Anyway, they're really long for me. I don't normally wear my nails quite so long, but that iridescent and the shimmer and then the matte nail, I'm loving it. So, But I just wanted to share this quick little update on how I kind of moved around my charms a little bit based on some of the ones I got for my trip to Vegas. I never made it to the Vegas outlet. It wasn't about that kind of a trip. It was more about my sister's birthday, and so we were really focused on celebrating that. So I was only able to stop at Pandora stores for very brief periods of time, and kind of, you know, I think I took maybe like an hour in the first store, just because they were trying to convince me to get this special edition like Venetian charm that had like the gondola on it, and then they were trying to talk me into one for the like it had like mountains on it and stuff that was for like the desert of some sort. I don't know, but neither one of them really appealed to me, just simply because, you know, they're that sort of traditional, like this style of dangle. The one was, and then the other was just that sort of like, you know, disc style, kind of like, it's the same shape as one of these, but it had like enameling on it. And they're just, to me, those have, you have to have a special connection to that specific type of reason for that charm in order for it to be important. So I didn't get those, but I did get the ones that I showed you. And I ended up getting the backpack charm because I got a new backpack when I was in Vegas. So that's why I got the backpack charm and put it on my travel bracelet, because I got a Minnie Mouse backpack. Let me just show you that real quick. So this is my Minnie Mouse backpack that I got when I was in Las Vegas. See if I can get you guys a good angle here. But that is the Minnie Mouse backpack that I got. And we got that at one of the stores. And it even has like a little dangle thing off of it. So it kind of matches the backpack charm. And I thought, okay, I got this on my trip and the backpack charm fits. So we are good to go for a trip charm. I try to, you know, keep my charms for trips kind of, you know, meaningful. Like they mean something. Here's the backpack charm, and as you can see, has a little dangle on it, like I showed in the last video. But I try to have them have some sort of meaning to the trip, because I have a lot, as you can see, I have a lot of these like, oh, hey, I visited. This one is a limited edition, so this one's kind of special, but I have a lot of these, like I visited this space. Like I have the New York one, I have the Villages one, and then I have a couple Muranos from New York and Detroit. So they're just kind of like, most of them I like to have, as you can see, like this baby carriage one is from the Royal Baby in 2013. Well, that's when I went to London. So that's why I got that one. So it's a little bit different. And this one is for a time I went to Vegas and we stayed at the Paris Hotel. This one is for various different trips I've been on where there's been palm trees. So it's kind of a little bit more of a, like a literal, like this is for when I went to the Kennedy Space Center, and this one is now from a time I went to Vegas. See, this one is when I went to Vegas and we took a Venetian gondola ride. So that's why I didn't want to get the other, the disc one. They had a disc one like this with a gondola on it in the Venetian. So if you are looking at getting this one or the disc one in the Venetian, the disc one in the Venetian is actually a limited edition one. So I would recommend going that route, but I already had one that represented my gondola ride, and this is one my sister bought me. So I kind of didn't want to do that. So that's kind of a little bit of a story behind that. But the backpack charm is what I got to represent my trip this time. And I really like how it's a slider charm, because I'm trying to do like a dangle slider. That's kind of the theme on my travel bracelet, because so many of the charms in the travel are dangles. In the travels, and Pandora, pay attention to that. You know, if Pandora watches these, I doubt highly they watch my videos because I don't even have 500 subscribers yet, but I just feel like that less dangle charms for travel charms would be better. I am excited to see that they have a travel, like a little travel case that looks like a, you know, a rolling suitcase, for both Disney and for their regular line. And the one I think opens up. I don't love the open up charms. They're not my favorite because I've seen so many people have them stuck open. And then I also added a clip here. So, I mean, they're getting there with having more travel charms. I think there is even like a suitcase that's coming out, a new travel suitcase that's got pink on it that I'm definitely interested in for my travel bracelet that I might get while I'm in Branson, because I'm going to Branson in July. And then I have next weekend. So this month is kind of a big month because it was my sister's 40th birthday. It's Mother's Day. And I have my 25th wedding anniversary this month. It is actually the 27th of May, so it's this coming weekend. And my husband and I are going away to the big city here in the state I live in, and we are going to go shopping and spend the night in a hotel there that's kind of nice. It's like got suites and stuff, and we're just gonna kind of spend the weekend, the two of us. So I'm excited about that, and I'm sure I will come back with some Pandora charms. I'm hoping that maybe somewhere we'll have the Disney charms. I really need to get the Jessie charm, and I've talked about this a little bit before, but the Jessie charm will definitely be replacing this mask charm on my daughter's theme bracelet. Because that represents my oldest daughter, Jessie does, because she dressed up like Jessie several times in Halloween. I think it was 2 or 3 years in a row she dressed up like Jessie. She was obsessed with Toy Story, and I would really like to also get the alien charm for my Disney Memories bracelet, because it could represent Buzz Lightyear, it could represent the Toy Story ride, which are two of my family's absolute favorite Disney rides that we go on all the time. And I use the Seven Dwarfs for the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train ride that we also love. So I'd really like to get that charm to add onto this bracelet, and then maybe I could then have enough space to start moving some of these charms off that I don't feel like connect to the Disney theme. Like this one and this one, I don't have like total like Disney memory meaning to, because I didn't actually go to Hong Kong. And this is the Hong Kong one, and I got it mostly because it's pink, and I mean, I like pink. And then this one, I didn't go to the 60th anniversary for Disneyland, but I just really liked the style of the charm. And originally, a long time ago, I was going to do a pink and a blue side to a Sleeping Beauty bracelet, and that's why I originally got this one and then picked up this one. And so they don't have meaning on this bracelet, but I feel like the bracelet doesn't look right with other charms on here, and I just really want the charms that I replace it with to be ones that actually have some Disney meaning from memories from Disney World. And I think that alien charm would be a really nice addition. So that's kind of where my mind's at. I would love to get those two charms. I'm hoping they're out. If they're not out this weekend and they don't come out for a while yet, I don't know what I'm going to do. I also ordered the Chippendale with the Mickey ear hat charm, and I plan on adding that to a bracelet. I'm not totally sure where I'm going to put that yet, because I actually grew up with Chippendale. They were like a huge part of my childhood. I used to watch Chippendale Donald Duck cartoons all the time. I watched Chippendale's Rescue Rangers all the time. They were like such a huge part of my like childhood to teen to preteen, you know, like childhood to preteen to teen to even adult years. And I have this sweatshirt that I absolutely love that has Chippendale on it that I got at I think it was Box Lunch last year, a few months ago. And I really wanted the Chippendale charm, because like there's so few additional characters that I love outside of the core characters. I love Sleeping Beauty. Obviously, she's not a core character, but she's like a core princess. And I really love Chippendale as one of them. They've just been a part of my life for such a long time that I really had to get that charm. So that is on its way to me. I should be getting that probably Monday. It keeps saying the 20th is when I'll get that. So I'm looking forward to getting that hopefully tomorrow. And then that will be my next video, is doing a little unboxing maybe, or review or whatnot of the charm. So that is something I'm looking forward to. So next weekend, tomorrow and next weekend, I should have some more content to bring to you guys with some purchases. And we shall see. So thanks for watching, you guys. Have a great day. Bye.